Ariki ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
At Apollo Projects, we create better outcomes because we never make any assumptions. Like this sports facility. The client sent out their brief. And when it came to the 4 submissions, we impressed the client with a proposal that went over and above. Because we'd done things differently. We'd pulled together a team of experts, looked around the world for inspiration, and exceeded the client brief. We even brought it in on budget by reducing fees and prioritising function over form. At Apollo, we're more innovative, create specialist project teams, deliver on our promises, and build to the budget. Apollo Projects. No assumptions, better outcomes.
This isn't an ad about 4-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
And go! Just fill up at a participating Caltex, stack your pump discounts, and you could collect more savings on your next visit. Oh, there's another one. Getting quite good at this. Filling and saving. Feels good.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one.
Morena e te iwi, anei ngā kai tākoro nau mai hoki mai, ki tēnei pāpāhotanga whakaata Māori i tēnei rā. Tēnei rā tuatoru o tēnei whakataitai a motu o ngā kōhine o ngā kiratuarua putanu o tēnei motu o Aotearoa nei. Ko Irimu Patrick tēnei, he waha mā tātou i tēnei rā, engari tuatai ake me mihi atu, kia koutou katoa, te hunga māta ki te hunga whakarongo. So tira, ki te haukainga kei konei, kei Taupō nui a tia, ki a Crown Park, i te ka Māui. Welcome everybody back to day 3 of our National Girls Tournament here and live and exclusive on Māori Plus Whakaata Māori from Taupō, Crown Park. As we see our two teams preparing, last little chat, last little kōrero before we commence our game today. We have here live New Plymouth Girls High School versus Wellington East. Waikato. My name is Irimu Patrick, and as per the previous games this week, I will be with you for the duration of this game as well to bring hopefully some insight, some guidance, and perhaps a bit of entertainment to us all as we support our athletes, our players here on the stage at a national level. And then ngā kaiwawa e wānanga. Referees here just having a bit of a chat, making sure they are indeed on the same page as the teams are preparing to go head to head, toe to toe. Tēnei o ngā kēmui, tēnei rā. But hopefully everyone has had, as we see and we can hear in the background there, very excited. A lot of energy here at the ground. And we hope to transmit some of that energy to you wherever you are watching live. Ki te kāinga wāhi mahi motoka ki atu rānei. Anei mātou, anei tātou. I tau toko nei tēnei kaupapa. Hopefully you have had some time to get yourself a coffee, cup of tea. Tune in to watch our athletes here, live and exclusive here on Whakaata Māori. As we have Wellington East here in their traditional blue and yellow, and New Plymouth Girls High School in their white tops, black shorts and white socks here today. Running through the lineup here for New Plymouth Girls High School, we have number 1 Harriet Muller, number 2 Charlotte Blackmore, number 3 Leah Eager, 4 Portia Hines, Rima Adele Kaylee, Ono Zoe McKenzie, B2 Georgia McRae, number 1 Zoe Miller, Iwa Ella Staples, Te Kau Jayla Stone, Te Kau Mātahi Ella 3rd, Te Kau Mārua Abigail Williamson, Te Kau Mātoru Ruby Smith, Te Kau Mawha Lily Freeman, Te Kau Mārima Sam Hearn Powers, Te Kau Maono Sana McKenzie, Te Kau Mawhitu Kate Muller. Koira ngā kai tākoro, that is the team list here for New Plymouth Girls High School today. As we see Wellington East foray down the right hand side, looking to make an early impact on this game. Kauri now, ki ngā kai tākoro, no te kura no pōneke, te kura kōhuni, ki te rāwhiti. Going through the Wellington East players now, we have number 2, Namarua, Anna Matsis, Namatahi, Isabel St. Just, Fa, Jada Seto, Namarima, Gracie Aitken, Waru, Jemima Squire, Namawhitu, Molly Judd, Namono, Rewa Riri Nui, Namaiwa, Kennedy Corkin, Te Kau, Amelie Dean, Te Kau Mātahi, Zoe McNichol, Te Kau Mārua, a nice Le Carpentier, Te Go Ma Toru, Alina Meach. Go Ma Farbrook Hutton. Toru, Isabella Temple. Te nama te kau Ma Iwa, Emilia Jordan. Ama te kau Ma Ono, Audrey Thorburn. Reira, koera ngā kai tākaro. Tēnei tīma no pōneke, that is the squad, the team for this match for our players here from Wellington East Girls College. Ka hoki whakamuri I nāne ki ngā kēmu ko tākoro ke I ngā rā ko pahuri ake nei. Having a look now at the results for the earlier games in the tournament for Wellington East Girls College. Day 1 saw them come up against Cashmere High School and St Paul's Collegiate, where they were victorious 7-0 against Cashmere, 5-0 against St Paul's Collegiate. Inanahi rā, yesterday morning they had a 1-1 draw with Westlake Girls High School, and yesterday afternoon came up against last year's runner-up Barradine College, North Tamaki Nakota, where they went down 5-2. Hewa no anei rātou anō, he kēmu anō, he rā anō. Another chance here for them to put their best foot forward, and no doubt will be looking to go back to winning ways against New Plymouth Girls High School. Ka huri Inainei ki a New Plymouth. They started their campaign on Monday morning with a 2-1 win against Hillcrest High School. Monday afternoon saw them go down 2-0 to Selwyn College, and they played Napier Girls High School yesterday morning with a 1-1 draw. Yesterday afternoon they came up against Mount Maunganui College, Motoronga Mona, and they went down 2-1. So mixed bag there for New Plymouth. Hewa no mohio pai ahau o tira tātou katoa e nei kura tuarua Nā naiore ki te puta I o rātou ihu me ki tēnei rā. Both teams obviously wanting to start today on a good footing and put a good performance on the pitch. Engari, anō, he rangi paki, kei konei ki Taupō. Awesome day again here in Taupō, as we see he whanakoko I te taha. Mātou, well defended there by New Plymouth. Ooh, another close cross shot. I te taha mātou for Wellington East Girls College. You are not unable to make a connection in that instance. Again, very fortunate with the weather. Mihama kia tāwhiri mātia. Kia koe hoki tamanu I te rā. Ko koe tēnā, ko puta, ia rā. He whakamahana, ia tātou, ia mātou I tēnei rā. I tēnei wiki anō ki. Awesome weather so far this week, as we see sun shining, beautiful conditions for our players, for our athletes here. Heoi, I nainei ka huri ki ngā huru o tēnei manu. Big thank you to all of our supporters, all of our sponsors, as you can see here on the camera in the background, prominently showing Bailey's Real Estate, Caltex New Zealand, Apollo Projects, New Zealand Carbon Farming, Whakaata Māori obviously, as well as a relatively new initiative here, which is run by 2 Degrees, and that is called the Support Her Club. Ko te taki o tēnei kaupapa, we have seen, unfortunately, over the years that females are twice as likely to leave sports at a younger age compared to their counterparts. So 2 Degrees have come up with an initiative called the 2 Degrees Support Her Club. If you go to the 2 Degrees website, e kōrero ki reira you can see information about this initiative. E te mea noho ki koe tahi kākahu, awesome merchandise that's available if you do feel like you want to tautoko and support this kaupapa. You can go to the 2 Degrees website and they have information here where you can purchase clothing and merchandise to support keeping our kohine, our girls in sport, as we are very aware tēnei rā. Ai, ko te kēmu e mea engari, ko te mea nui pia, te mea matua, ko te oranga tonutanga o tātou rangatahi, a tātou kohine, tamatane e rā me katoa. So we do have an understanding that sport can add a lot to our rangatahi in terms of their own well-being, their hauora, I te taha, I te ha kina in their sporting sense, also I te taha hiringaro as well for their own mental well-being. So we do support these endeavours, these initiatives that can and do focus on keeping our rangatahi connected to sports. E ai ki tēnei, pai ake te tākoro I te noho, ki roto I te hōpā, so for me it does give all of our rangatai here a chance to play, to get outside, to spend some time away from screens, iPads, those sorts of things. So in no reira, he big mihi. Thank you so much to all our sponsors. Ioi, e paku kōrero mō ngā kura. Te kura taitama wāhine o Pukeariki. New Plymouth Girls High School are a school with a proud reputation for developing educated, confident young women of outstanding character. New Plymouth Girls High School continues to support, educate and inspire students to become active learners and citizens who will seek out challenges. Koe rā ngā kupu, Jackie Brown te tumuaki. Nice words there from Jackie Brown, the principal of New Plymouth Girls High School. Kia koutou katoa, kia koe kei tūpoko te kura o te rā ki ngā kaiako, ngā konga, me ngā ringaringa o tērā kura tēnā koutou. Big mihi to all of you at New Plymouth Girls High School. For any of you who are watching at the moment, perhaps one of your teachers has given you a bit of leeway to support and watch the girls here. Also to the whānau, all of the whānau here from New Plymouth who have tuned in to tautoko to watch the girls. Tēnā koutou. Kauri nāna ki tērā kura, te kura kōhine o te rāwhiti o te upoko o tika. Turning now to Wellington East Girls College. Wellington East Girls College is proud of the reputation they have for excellence through inclusive student-centred learning. As we see an opportunity there from Wellington East. Lovely build-up play te taha mātou I te parirau. Nice cross, ki roto I te rohe, few into the box and calm and collected finish that see Wellington East go ahead 1 to New Plymouth 0. Pai tērā whanaho kai I te taha mātou. As I was saying, Wellington East are proud of their reputation that they have for excellence through inclusive student-centred learning based on the values of diversity, equity and well-being. Ko te upoko, kei Ashworth, tēnā koe, kei a koutou katoa, te hapori o tērā o ngā kura. Nō rena, nau mai, hara mai, nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei pāpāhotanga. Big thank you, big greetings to everybody involved, Wellington East, from the principal all the way through the kura. Thank you for all you guys do in developing these girls, obviously through mediums such as sports, however, through everything else, all the mahi that you guys do. And welcome, if you are watching live there from Pōneke, welcome to you all. Tīme e rua e kōkiri e nganana ki te mahi i a rātou mai. Bit of confusion there, a couple of balls on the pitch, however the players know which one is the game ball, the match ball. As we can see, both teams tuned in. Te tei pātai nui, kua kōrero tia, kē tia, e au, ina nahira. Mo tēnei mea, te kōra, te piro, i ngā miniti, whakamutunga e rima, kua wānanga, kua au tēnā, e tino whakaiana, e tino whakapono ana ki tērā o ngā whakaaro. Be interesting to see if, as we discussed in our coverage the last couple of days, the trend that we have been seeing, where there has been a high number of goals scored in the last 5 minutes of each half, will continue today in this game and also the next game, which is coming live here on Māori Plus, Māori Active at 11 AM. However, it will be interesting to see if that trend does continue. So far, I think in every game, Taupō, there has been, every game that we have brought to you live, there has been a goal scored in the last 5 minutes of either half, whether that be the first or the second. Reira, ko tāku, ka pēnā noi tēnei rā. Mai ka hua, mai ka tohu. Me he mea. He time machine tai a koki ati tātou. Engari, i ngai nei, e maka pai taha, long throw there, just adjudged a bit of infringement. Tēnei wā. E mihi kā tika ki ngā kaima wao. Thank you to the referees for everything that you bring to not only this game, this tournament, however, throughout the season, week upon week, month upon month, year upon year. We can always rely on our referees to adjudicate our matches in such a way that enables our players to express themselves, to play an attractive brand of football, however, to also remain safe on the pitch. And as we've seen to date in this tournament, all our kai tākaro, all of our athletes, so respectful to one another, Kei muru o te ahi rātou hioi, iari te mea, ka pukuriri ki te kore, ko tino kite, ki te tau, I roto I a rātou. Awesome to see, despite the competitive nature, the will to win, all of our players, all of our athletes here this week have handled themselves with such dignity and respect for themselves, for the opponents, the spectators, and also our referees. And that really must be commended, that we're able to have an atmosphere that has been created where there's obviously competition. However, ka utonu ngā kai tākaro ki tērā mea matua, te chaki I te tangata, I te whakawhanaungatanga. And some of that, obviously, a lot of that is driven from the home, so to mum, to dad, mama, papa, koro, nan, auntie, uncle, all the people who have an influence in the lives of our rangatahi. Thank you for all you guys do, and also extending to our kura, who obviously play an important role in helping to develop ngā rangatira mō āpōko me ki, helping to develop the leaders of tomorrow, and to our coaches, our staff, our support staff, to the people who horoi ngā kākahu, haria ngā tapu, whakaritea ngā kai, te hāpai o, nei kore ko koutou. See very even competition so far in this game. Ahakoa, kua kora a Wellington East, ki te ngana tonu, I nei tima erua, I nei kura erua. Ki a rātou mahi, ki a rātou e whai ai, ki a rātou e hia ai, e mawata ai. You see here in the foreground, nice snapshot there of some communication being shared from New Plymouth Girls High School. Ka ritu atu I te kōrero, te wānanga o ngā kai tākaro. Awesome to see our players taking initiative, discussing potentially things they can do better, opportunities, or one player he tirohanga rereke ki tētai atu, maybe see something a bit different to somebody else, and they've been given the tools, afforded the opportunity to discuss on the field what they're seeing, how they can better work together to benefit the team. Ko kaharongo, te hunga, te iwi I tērā o ngā kōrero, he waka eke noa, one of our sayings in Te Ao Māori. We're all in this together. And the imagery that springs to mind, if you're all in a waka, all paddling a canoe, and you're all paddling in time, you're all working in unison, all working for the betterment of the group. The waka generally sails straight, true, and in a manner which gets to your desired destination. However, if we have a waka where people perhaps are paddling for themselves, they're not working within the team environment, or maybe perhaps aren't paddling at all, ka tere ki te whakararutanga o tau waka, we quickly see that waka will not be going as smoothly through the water as the waka where everyone is working together. That's where that kōrero comes from. It's about teamwork, it's about working together. He waka e ke noa. One of the real benefits of college sport is we see some teams have got players who age 13, age 14, all the way through to 17, perhaps even some 18-year-olds. So we definitely see tērā tuakana teina aspect come into it. The older players perhaps guiding the younger players in some instances. The younger players also guiding the older ones, and that is a real benefit of this sort of tournament, these sort of opportunities for a rangatahi. They get to mix with people who are older or younger. Often when we are playing sports, it is generally with people who are of the same age until we get into, I guess, adulthood. Taua wā, kahuri hei pei pakeke. Reira mehe mea. Ko koe tēnā, tikau mā waru, tērā pēr, ka tākoro koe I te taha o tētahi, pakeke kau mātua rānei, ko huri kē ki te rima te kautau. Engari, he painga no I roto I tērā ahuatanga. But awesome to see these girls being able to express themselves despite having potentially different age groups and potentially people that they may not necessarily spend time with on your everyday school life. However, when they get onto the sports field, they are a team, he waka eke no, they are all in this together and they are all striving to paddle their waka in a way that gets them sailing smoothly through the waters. And nei, e whana koko I nai nei, as we see a kick here from the corner, left footed, looking to be swung in here from Wellington East Girls College. Ki te tahatata o te uhanga into the near post. Well defended there from New Plymouth. And nei e tiwi ko tai ki tērā wāhanga o tēnei wāhanga tuatahi. We have arrived to what we have coined during this week, the golden period, which is the last 5 minutes of each half. And in every game so far this week, there has been a goal scored, either in the first half, last 5 minutes, or the second half, last 5 minutes. So we'll see. Mehe mea, a pēnā hoki tērā I tēnei rā. Yesterday I was feeling brave and I made my predictions whether or not there would be a goal in the last 5 minutes of each half. I suppose I've set the precedent yesterday and I should follow that up today. I'm going to, based on the fact this has been a really tight game, we haven't seen too many clear-cut chances. I'm going to go against what I was saying yesterday and Monday, and I am going to also go against the tauranga, the statistics. I tēnei rā, I tēnei kemu, ka whakataua hau. Ka re rātou ka kōra, I tēnei wāhanga, te golden wā. I'm going to say that they're not going to score a goal between now and half time. And again, anei au, ko taku mana, o puta ki te motu. Put my reputation on the line here. Let's see how things unfold. Anyway, as I did say yesterday, always happy to be proven wrong. if they do score a goal, well deserved obviously, and adding excitement to what has already been an exciting first half in our first live coverage game here on Māori Plus, brought to you by Whakaata Māori. Ngana still trying to find some space here. E whana hōkai I te taha Maui, nice cross there from the left hand side. Equally well defended from Wellington East.
Nice ball, Molly.
He whana hōkai anō I te taha Maui, nice cross into the box, difficult to deal with. Was swirling a little bit, perhaps a little bit difficult to see due to the sun bobbling around, very difficult. However, New Plymouth have cleared the ever-present danger as we see Wellington East again looking to deliver a cross. He whana hōkai I roto te rā rohe few into the penalty area here of New Plymouth girls.
Watching girls.
Nice turn there. As we've seen throughout the week, Ennei Kai Tākoro very comfortable with both feet, playing left foot, right foot. Nice skills on the ball, nice composure. All the teams have been looking to maintain possession. And good to see, I tohu pai tērā, mā tātou, te hāpuri, whana puikiri o Aotearoa nei. Awesome for the wider football whānau here in Aotearoa, where we do see all of our players coming through with a proficient level of skill ability, whether it's with their right foot, left foot, different skills that we use, turning inside, outside of the foot. It certainly bodes well for the future and the health of our game here at Aotearoa. As we see now, he whana koko, mā New Plymouth, corner kick for New Plymouth. Girls high tērā kura, no ngā motu, well cleared from Wellington East. Huarangi do a little bit of confusion, hui anō. O karo, I tūkaha, te rārangi ārai, o tērā kura no pōneke, te kura kōhine, te rāwhiti o tū poko o tika. Another change at Tiwi, due to these being, we have completed the round robin games yesterday and we are now into what we call playoff football. So these halves here are a little bit longer than we saw yesterday. And no doubt, e tahi o ngā kai tākaro, kei te rongo, i te ngenge, kei te rongo anō hoki, te mamai pia o ngā waiwai, te tingana. However, all of our players have put in the preparation and put the time in, and despite perhaps feeling a little bit tired, a little bit jaded, no doubt they will be wanting to finish the game on a high, the half on a high.
Talking girls.
Due to the extra time, the longer half and the playoff, I did put my reputation on the line a bit early, however, I'll stick with it. I do not think there will be a goal between now and half time.
Nice play, Kennedy.
As we see Wellington East break down the right hand side, Te Rata Hamatau. Nice cross, well collected there. Vai te rā mahi, no, te Kaitati Uhanga. Nice play there from our goalkeeper from New Plymouth Girls High School. Sense te mōrea rea tanga. I tino rongo ia. Te mōrea rea tanga. Sensed out the danger and was alert. I matara. See New Plymouth here,
Nice work, Gracie.
looking to find an opportunity. There Tima, no ngā motu. Rotu ia Taranaki. E hononga. O kuki tērā o ngā whenua. Mō Taranaki, tuku hoa wahine. Rere mihi atu ki te whānau. E mātuki taki mai ana. E hoki kia koro.
Nice passing, girls.
Taranaki. Tērā maunga. O tērā o ngā takiwa. Another beautiful spot in the country, New Plymouth, Taranaki. If you have not yet had the pleasure of heading that way, put it on your list of things to do. Not long to go now in this half, Etiwi. Another corner here. We've seen a mixed bag. One's gone far post, one near post. Ka'ahai Naine, near post again. Well defended. And nice play down that right hand side from Wellington East. Will they get one just before half time? Yes, they do. They've proved me wrong. They have. Halfway. Kohini Ma. Love that. Great goal, well collected. Some nice play down there from the right hand side. Yeah, epitome of the saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. The corner went into the near post, well cleared there by New Plymouth. However, ever alert, our right winger there from Wellington East collected the ball, beat a couple of defenders and passed the ball into the box. And we had an opportunity to present itself, and Wellington East were successful. We now see Wellington East 2, New Plymouth 0.
Nice work, Amelia. Let's go, East. Keep it going, girls. Nice work, Ace. Stay on now, that's it. Hold it down, Ace, you got it. You got it, that's it. Good play.
Push your drop off, babe. Last little stretch, okay? You're doing so well. You go, Kenny.
Long stretch.
Oh, I got it. Go, too low,
Good pressure, Ammo. Well done, Gracie. With the bench, Blue.
You see both teams here still. Ngana Tonu still striving, looking for space, probing.
Yeah, Ruby.
For those of you that are joining for the first time this week, kia ora, tēnā koutou. Thank you for joining here. There were a few kōrero yesterday encouraging people, if they are able to, make the trip to Taupō to support tinana nei in person. Hioi, o pai tēnei, ua tēnā ki etahi. I know for a lot of our whānau that isn't possible, so this is the next best thing. Watching here live on Māori Plus, Māori Active. Whakaata Māori, feels like you're there. As we see here, good opportunity for New Plymouth as the first half winds down. E whana, whiwhiuanga, ana, looking to go in just over Uhanga there. Just over our goal. You can see what the thought process was. Often when we are in those positions in the middle of the pitch, just outside the rohe few, our goal area, the attacking player has a choice to look to go to the left or the right. Just trying to get it away from our goalkeeper, Te Kai Kati Uhanga. Ko tātou tēnā. That's us for the first half. Very exciting first half as we see Wellington East lead New Plymouth 2-0. Ara ki te kaputi. We'll see you back here shortly.
Ariki ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
At Apollo Projects, we create better outcomes because we never make any assumptions. Like this sports facility. The client sent out their brief. And when it came to the 4 submissions, we impressed the client with a proposal that went over and above. Because we'd done things differently. We'd pulled together a team of experts, looked around the world for inspiration, and exceeded the client brief. We even brought it in on budget by reducing fees and prioritizing function over form. At Apollo, we're more innovative, create specialist project teams, deliver on our promises, and build to the budget. Apollo Projects. No assumptions, better outcomes.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
And go! Just fill up at a participating Caltex, stack your pump discounts, and you could collect more savings on your next visit. Oh, there's another one. Getting quite good at this. Filling and saving. Feels good.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Girls are twice as likely to drop out of sport. That's why 2 Degrees is committed to fighting for fair for women and girls in sport at every level. Get your Support Her merch and keep her in the game.
Kia ora no tātou. Kia no mai ki tēnei tāpāhotanga. Welcome back everybody to the second half of our first game here today. Exciting first half for those who have just joined us. Kia ora. For those who have been with us since the start of the game, you would have been very appreciative of the first half that we saw. Both teams showing us nice passages of play. Both teams showing us commitment, desire and willingness
Nice defence, Emily.
However, I tēnei wā, tērā kura no pōneke, kei te toa, e rua ngā piro ki te kore. However, Wellington East went into the half-time break with a 2-0 advantage. See here, Wellington East, i te taha Maui, te whainga ia, te whanahokai, ki roto i te roi few, looking here just to see if they can get across into the penalty box, as we've just seen here, nice control. He roa te wā ki te mutunga o tēnei kēmu. There's no way this game is over. Tēnō kore nei. However, a lot of minutes to be played, a lot of opportunity for both teams here. Kāre o te tangata ki te toi o kewa engari. Tāku e kōra anō i te haere. I do think there will be another goal. However, was proved wrong in the first half as to when that goal would be. So let me just have a think. Bit of a wānanga, and I will soon, once I have a bit more time to watch, I will share my thoughts on whether there will be a goal in the what we have coined golden period, the last 5 minutes of this half. Ioi, inoa nei ke te aro, ki tēnei wāhanga o te kēmu. Over now, we're focused on the play at hand as we see up close and personal, great work here from the Canberra team. Must feel like, if you're watching here at home, that you are indeed here with us in Taupō, right up close to the action. Me ko koe tēnā, te tahi o ngā kaiako, ka hakoe, ka orite, ka tīni, ka panoni, ka kimi i tētahi rautaki hoi. Taku whakapai, me ko koe tēnā te kaiako o te tīmano pōneke, te kōrero matua aere tonu, pai te wāhanga tuatahi. E mea ko koe tēnā, kāko, tēnā tīma, no taranaki, no ngā motu, te tīma, karati o ngā motu. O te kōrero pēr āhurereke, i te mea, te tino whaenga ka kōrā tuatahi, tēnei wāhanga. Te rāpea kua kōrero i te tīma, e tīmata kaha. Nakaia ngā here. O tai atu, te mahi. As we see Wellington East now put themselves into a very strong position with a great goal there, 3-0. Just talking about how if we were the coaches of the respective teams, what may have been the kōrero at half-time, alluding to the fact that Wellington East were leading 2-0 at the break. However, now 3-0. Perhaps the kōrero may have been more of the same from their coach. New Plymouth, perhaps the kōrero may have gone along the lines of ideally we would score first in the second half, which would then set up for an interesting finish. However, in 9-8, we see Wellington East 3-0. Te kōrero I 9-8, kia ara tiua, which means keep your head up, don't give up, be proud. That would be potentially some of the type of language coming from our team up for New Plymouth here. Engari, keke ana te haere, tērā tīma no pōreke I te timatanga o tēnei wāhanga. Nice work there from Wellington East again. Just out of play, out of reach there. Taupō I te whakaaro. You can see where the thought process was. Hia, ngā kai tākoro no Wellington East, ngā kōhini. What we see here in position, as we saw a snapshot there, Wellington East looking to spread out, looking to stretch. New Plymouth Girls High School looking to create space, pockets where they can pass the ball, where they can play as they are doing now. Nice play down the left-hand side. Oh, I pā te pōro I te uhanga. Tino tata tēnā, tata ki te kōrā nama whā. Hioi. Te noho, ki te toru, very close there. Nice build-up play down the left-hand side and a great shot that just hit the crossbar of our goal. Kaharongo I te tautoko, I te taha nei, I te whira. Nice interplay here. Well read there. Nā te kai ārai. No ngā mutu.
Nice passing, East. Keep it going, girls.
Another cross into the box, and ka pai. Tere, Yoma, te kai kati uhanga. Nice, quick reactions there from our goalkeeper. Kia honei koe pēr koa, kua rikota tērā, ia wāka, ka tū te pōro, ana, tērā te kōrero orite, ore tonu. he mea hāt ke hino moe pai e tangata ki nei. Listen to hear all the support on the sidelines for both teams here today. Ai, ko tai te wai nai nei. Ka panuni e tahi o ngā kai tākoro. Ko te tikanga. Ka timata e tahi kai tākoro hou nei. Ka whakapiki i te ngāo. Ka whakakā i te ahi. Whakapiki anō ki te wairua o te tīma. Te mea. Te ngengi haere e tahi. Tērā te paenga o te rangatahi. Haere tonu, haere tonu, haere tonu. Te hemo tonu atu. Couple of substitutions here as we have expected. As the tournament wears on, important for the coaches to manage the playing loads of the athletes of the girls here, also in a bid to give other players an opportunity to play, as well as tactically that gives the other team something to think about, a different player, a different style, different strengths. That all adds to the dynamic. It all adds to the excitement, perhaps also the nuances of this game. Marame tahi ki aua, momo, mahi, kia tahi atu, tau haupia. For those that have spent a lot of time around football, will no doubt be aware of the nuances. Things like if you've got a, as we see Wellington East here, another opportunity, well defended. Nice skills here, edge of the box, taking their time. Another shot there. Back to the aforementioned nuances. As an example, if you have a right winger who plays on the right side, who is left-footed, that brings a different dynamic to the left back of the opposition. They are often used to playing against a right-footed right winger who will tend to favour going down the line with their right foot. You are not mehe mea ka huri te kai tākoro, kaha, te waiwai maui, he rereki e tēnā. However, if there is a left footer playing on the right side, that brings a different dynamic, a different element to think about for the defensive player. Often the left-footed player will favour going inside towards the goal, which can be a different thing to think about for the defensive player. Kuna me iti e menui ki e tahi. Ioi. Ka waia haere, nā kai ako, nā kai tākoro anō hoki ki nei āhuatanga. He tahi wā, ka pō he, he tangata, e mātaki taki nei, he whanapui kiri tēnei, he whai kīngi rānei, sometimes with sports, with tactics, with strategy. Although we are playing, obviously, football here, there can be an element to chess, where the players are obviously moved around the board with chess, similar with football. Ka neki hea ngā kai tākoro i tērā taha ki tēnā atu. E me he tangata tāroroa, ka hare ki mua, wēnei mea, momo kiki. Ngā whana hoko, ngā whana koko. Little things like that, bringing out our taller players forward for corners. Pērei tērā kēmu o te whai kīngi, just like a game of chess. Where you've got different players who are able to move across the board in a different way. Sometimes to set up defensively, sometimes to look to attack.
Nice play, East. Keep it going, girls.
Engari, kei ia tai kai tākoro te mana. I te mea, ko rātou ngā mea e tākoro ana.
Good defence, Emily. Classy, Gracie.
You see, coming through the middle again, looking for space. Ka te tautoko. He makapai taha. Nice throw in there. E tahi wā mehe mea. Ka pā te pōro i te papa, i nui te tangata ki te tangata. I ua. Pai ake. Te maki i te pōro. Tō tika i te tangata. A wai. Te umara nei. Been an awesome week so far. Fortunate to be able to witness these games, these tournaments. Awesome atmosphere. You can see the interaction between the girls, between the schools. Really highlights the benefit of these sorts of events. He whakawhanake i te tangata. See New Plymouth i te taha Māori. Well defended there. Yeah, te koe o te kotirona. Decided there was not much on. Let's just put the ball out. There's an old saying that goes a long way back in football. If in doubt, put it out, which essentially means if you think there are no options that you can safely pass the ball to your teammate, we're better to put the ball out of the field. We can regroup, we can get organised, and then we can look to rebuild again. Tēnā te whakatīnana tanga o te wa kōrero. See Wellington East with another opportunity, edge of the box here, twisting, turning. Well defended, New Plymouth up to the task. Music here in the background, e te whānau. Mona e pāti ki te haere, engari ko te pāti ki I runga I te whira. Bit of background music there. Like a bit of a carnival, bit of a party atmosphere.
East. Keep it up, girls.
Just another opportunity here. Bring in some fresh legs. Rotation very key as we progress further into the tournament. Important for our coaches, our kaiako to manage that for our players. Engari, mohi o tātou katoa ki te rahi kaka o te rangatahi. Ka re kore ki te hea rātou katoa ki te tākoro, ia hekona, ia minti, ia hauro, ia kēnu. Engari, te tei pūkenga no te kaiako ka mōhio ki ngā wātika whakanoho ētahi. Whakawhiti ētahi atu. Whakatā ki te pai, ki te no ki te mātaki. E akoranga anō, i roto i aua mahi, te mātaki i tō tīma. Very important part of being a coach is knowing and understanding the potential, the loadings of each player, the workloads of each player, understanding as we work through the tournament week, when is a good time to give some players a rest, when is a good time to let players who perhaps have not played as much a chance to show what they've got, to join in the team, to help the cause. And also, there's a lot of understanding, a lot of growth that happens for players that are able to just watch their team. You can often see different things from the sideline than you do when you're involved in the game. So it's another positive aspect of being able to give players a chance to sit on the side and watch the teammates, watch the movements.
Stuff East. Keep it going, girls.
Keep going. Go, Ruby. Keep going. Keep going.
Te taha mahui nai nei.
Nice play, East. Keep it going, East.
Kia mai mahara e te iwi, tēnei wiki nei, maha ngā whakataetai, e nei tēnei putono i te motu. Te teo ki te kōro tēnā, utu kohu, ka tākaro hoki, ka tamatāne, te whanapuiki, kei te papaioia. Lots of tournaments on throughout Aotearoa this week, this being tournament week for our national secondary schools. We see Wellington East with a good opportunity of save. And it is a special time for our rangatahi to spend the week as a team, as sisters, and only e whānau in that environment, away from home, away from kura. Perhaps for some of them it is the first time they have done that, away from their whānau, away from their community and support system. So very special time for these players to get away and spend that week together. Obviously a lot of friendships and bonds are formed, are strengthened, are grown in these sorts of environments. Te mutunga iho o te rā, ko te hononga i wanganui ngā kai tākoro, tērā te mea maurua, te wāka pakiki e nei, tākoro kuru e tahi engari, te nuinga, ka oki ngā E mea, pake ke ka kaumātua. Te tino mai maharatanga o ia tangata o te whanonga a wāhi. I noho i te taha o rātou hoa. Kai tahi, kata kata. He tahi pēr. He tahi ka whakakata i te hunga i te kapa. Long after all is said and done, as the girls mature into women and as they go on in their lives, they will remember the memories that were created with their friends, with their sisters here in tournaments like this. The time spent eating together, laughing, perhaps crying, who knows. However, at the end of the day, that is really one of the big benefits of playing sport. Time spent with friends who then become sisters, become whānau. Just an offside there. We often see as the game goes on and players get a little bit lethargic, perhaps can sometimes creep into an offside position. Nice control, nice turn. Wellington East looking to build again. A few new players on the pitch, looking to put their mark on the game. Tēnā kiki, te taha matau, te taha maui, te whiti, te whira. As we did talk about earlier. Nice switching play there. Kiki roa, kiki nui, engari, ko te whira, te wāhia wātiana, ki te rā te taha, te kite i kiki. Great views there, great sensing there's space on the other side of the pitch. Able to bring the ball from the right hand side to the left hand side. Vision, they call it. Having vision, being able to control the ball while the ball is at your feet, being able to look around. Ko tērā toku hoa, I can see where my teammate is. They're in space. Ka tahi ia, ka kiki. Kiki a te pōro ki ai. Big part of the game. Controlling the ball, also being aware. Tērā tete o ngā tino pūkingo e nei kai tākoro. Football is one of those games where it's important to have our 360 vision, 360 degree vision. You see New Plymouth just probing, can they get something here? Well defended, because players are not only in front of you, they are on your left, your right, behind you. So important skill to have. Always being aware of A, where you are on the field, B, where your teammates are on the field, and C, where the other team are on the field. All those attributes always looking to the left, ki te taha maui, ki te taha matau. Hanga pūtirohanga, ki rua, ki muri, knowing who's around you. So when you do receive the ball, you know what you're going to do before you have received it. Also, being aware of where the space is on the field, where their players are. Hei tauira, mehe me ka kōkiri, tētahi o te taha te kai ārai, i te taha matau o tō huariri. Ana, ko hoa tū, raua tangata te pōro ki a koe, ana, e whira, e wāhi, e wātiana. Reira, ko te whainga, ka aro, tērā atu tīma, ki tērā wāhi. Well kept in there from east. Still plenty of running. 10 minutes to go. Game 5 of this tournament for them. You wouldn't know it by looking at them. Still full of energy, both teams here. New Plymouth running hard as we see. Some nice build-up play. Taupō and nice strike on goal, well saved. Pai tērā mahi nā te kai kiti uhanga no ngā motu. More changes here. Another opportunity for new players to join the game. Nice man management, nice player management here. The crowd called Wellington East. As we know, there's more games to come. Interestingly, seeing and listening to what teams are doing in terms of recouping, rehabilitation. Some teams, obviously a very popular swimming bath place here in Taupō. So teams, no doubt, have been going down to the pools, perhaps into the lake, to try and refresh those legs, getting good nutrition on board. Lots of energy being burnt in these sort of tournaments. So making sure that the bodies are fueled, bodies are looked after as we approach the last couple of days ahead of us. E hoki ngā mahara i te wā, i tākoro ai. Ko tētahi whakataitai, he kēmu rāne ki pōneke, makaririra wātu engari, ko tā mātou i aere ki te moana, i tū, i roto i te moana, engari, mātou katoa, e pōtai uru, e koti, i raro i te hope, i roto i te wai, engari i runga, kao, ke waho ke i te moana no reira, ki te koti, krapu, pōtai uru, mehe mea, ka kite i tētai tangata. I tā mātou mai ka pō te tangata ra, o pōrangi ki rātou. I oi rā te u ki te kaupapa pia, whakatika i te tinana. Just sharing thoughts, memories there on one time in Wellington, middle of winter, and there was a tournament. So we went to the moana there and submerged from the waist down into the sea in a bit to reduce sort of soreness in the legs. And then when you looked at us from the waist up, woolen hats and jackets and things like that, and I'm sure people who were walking past might have thought, what is going on? What are they doing? Going for a swim in jackets and woolen hats. However, we were not swimming, we were just in there to try and aid the recovery process of our legs and to see get the blood flowing. There's no doubt, e tahi oe nei kai tākoro. You're feeling it, no doubt, some of these players. Fatigue, a little bit of heaviness or soreness, perhaps starting to set in. Ioi, rangata i tonu e nei, o reira, te paipea, wainga o te rangata. Ngari tēnei nā, e tai wā, ka hiko o, ka rongo i te mamai, ka rongo. No doubt with summer approaching, no doubt we'll be seeing an increased presence of people walking, jogging, all those sorts of things outside, which always is good to see. Rangatahi mai, tamariki mai, pakeke mai, kaumātua mai. All different ages, shapes, forms, whatever we can do to move our body. Certainly hold us in good stead for our haura, our health. Mea, ka pēnā koutou I aho, e tahi wā, tino aroau, ki aua mahi, te puta ki waho, te hikoi, ki oma, are ki te whareko I tīnana, e tahi atu, ki te kore, ka putanga whakapāha katoa, no ke au I roto I te whare, mahana, ka tiki he tahi kai, e rā mea katoa, I oa no, mohe o pai, ka me hoki au, ki ngā ahurutanga, ka puta I te whare. If you're like me, sometimes very keen to get outside, do some exercise, whether that's a walk, a run, sometimes going to the gym, those sorts of things. However, other times, all the excuses come to stay inside, to relax, to not exercise. Te whainga ia, ka whakatau, I roto I te tangata, tērā tētahi wāhanga, wake oranga. What we really are trying to find is consistency and make it a part of our everyday life, that we move and we get outside, we do something. As we're winding down, we're in the golden period where there usually is a goal. I did say I'd put my mana on the line again, my reputation on the line. I don't think there'll be another goal between now and the end of the game. I was wrong in the first half. We'll see what happens in this half. Engari, nei miniti whakamutunga. Ka hoki mai koutou I te mea, hei te kaumātahi karaka, ka tākaro, te tīma, no Mauwau, no roto I a tauranga moana, ki a Paradine, no Tāmaki Makaurau. Do come back, stay tuned at Tiwi, because we do have our second game live here on Māori Plus, Māori Active Whakaata Māori, where we see Paradine College from Auckland take on Mount Maunganui College on Tauranga Moana. We did watch Paradine yesterday. I yet to see Mount Maunganui no reira. I kakau ki te mātaki in nei tīma I rua, looking forward to seeing that game. And both those teams will be looking to qualify for the quarterfinals. And as mentioned earlier, Paradine did finish runner-up last year. They will be seeing what they can do, no doubt. Highly motivated this year. As the clock does wind down, ko haere te kai ka te uhanga ki te poro that could be perhaps the last bit of action. Let's see as our goalkeeper comes back here. Engari e te iwi, e mi atu ki a koutou. Thank you for everyone who has tuned in to this broadcast. A great game, both teams, both schools, all the players represented themselves really well. Testament to each and every one of these players, their whānau, their community, their support, and also their schools, their kura. And e ai ki te kaua wao, ka nui tēnā, kumatu te kēmu. Thank you to our referees on behalf of us here at Māori Plus, Māori Active Whakaata Māori. Thank you again to all our sponsors. And we will see you live for our next game, which will be starting shortly. Mā te wā.
Ariki ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
At Apollo Projects, we create better outcomes because we never make any assumptions. Like this sports facility. The client sent out their brief. And when it came to the 4 submissions, we impressed the client with a proposal that went over and above. Because we'd done things differently. We'd pulled together a team of experts, looked around the world for inspiration, and exceeded the client brief. We even brought it in on budget by reducing fees and prioritising function over form. At Apollo, we're more innovative, create specialist project teams, deliver on our promises, and build to the budget. Apollo Projects. No assumptions, better outcomes.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
And go! Just fill up at a participating Caltex, stack your pump discounts, and you could collect more savings on your next visit. Oh, there's another one. Getting quite good at this. Filling and saving. Feels good.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Girls are twice as likely to drop out of sport. That's why 2 Degrees is committed to fighting for fair for women and girls in sport at every level. Get your Support Her merch and keep her in the game.
Kei te motu, nau mai, hoki mai, nau mai, haere mai, ki tēnei pāpāhotanga whakaata Māori. Ka mihi ki ngā maunga, ngā wai me ngā hika o tēnei. Tēnā koutou katoa. Hono mai nei, tēnei. Pāpāhotanga ki Māori Plus, Māori Active, whakaata Māori. Ki ngā kai whakahaere, me ngā kai whakataitai, ngā kai mātaki, ngā kai tautoko, e mihi mana kia koutou katoa. Anei tēnei, ia waha tēnei rā, e Wiremu Patrick tōku ringoa, e mi atu, kia koutou atu i Crown Park, Taupō nui a tia, atu i te ika a Māori. I tēnei rā, tēnei te kēmu tuarua, tēnei rā tuatoru, tēnei whakataitai āmotu nei, a kōhine o ngā kura tuarua, tutanua i Aotearoa. Kia ora everybody, and welcome back to our live coverage for our second game of the day here live on Māori Plus. Māori Active Whakaata Māori. My name is Wiremu Patrick, and it is a joy to be able to be with you here today, throughout this week, and bring you live coverage of this tournament, our secondary schools national girls tournament, coming live from Taupō in North Island, out of Crown Park. We have here Baradine, runners up from our 2024 tournament last year against Te Kura, Mount Maunganui, no Tauranga Moana, from against our school Mount Maunganui from Tauranga Moana. We have Te Team no Mauwau from Mount Maunganui, a Kākahu Whero playing in the red, and Baradine in the white. Nuri Nainei ki ngā kai tākuro. Baradine playing lineup number 1, Tessa Sims, 2, Grace Hunt Toru, Chloe Chua, 4, Esme Reid, number 5, Amberly Archie, number 1, Neem Hoare, Fitu Charlotte O'Neill, Waru, Bella Jarvie, Iwa, Madeline Dwyer, Te Kau, Manuela Hoare Delgado, Te Kau Mātahi, Amelia Hitchcock, Te Kau Mārua, Liliana Cesaria, Te Kau Mawha, Michaela J. Elika, Te Kau Marima, Misha Petha Bridge, Te Kau Maono Emma White, Te Kau Mātoru, Sophie Lonergan, e rua Te Kau Maono, Rebecca Swan. Te kura, ngā kai tākoro o Baradine, ko te nuinga he tau. Te Kau Mātoru e tahi te kau Mārua, ai rua toru anō ki o te tau Te Kau Mātahi. That's our team there. Baradine College of the Sacred Heart from Tāmaki Makaurau, the playing squad today, made up of a mix of Year 13, Year 12 with some Year 11s. They are playing in their white kit today with Te Kura and Mauwau Mount Maunganui in the red. Hiri Nainei ki Te Kura no Maunganui. Now looking at the players, Te Kura Tuarua o Mauwau, Te Rā Maunga o Tātou, Te Nama Waru, Jess Benj, Rua, Izzy Blades, Te Kau Mātoru, Lulu Pullman, Te Kau Mawhitu, Emilia Chain, Te Kau Mawha, Mia Chiari, Ono Mila Craven, Tahi Ava Jurisic, Te Kau Ono Bella McCone, Lima Olivia McNeil, o Te Nama Iwa Aria Pack, o Te Nama Fitu Bell Lidi Nui, Te Kau Mārua, Lane Levi Nui. Te Kau Māwaru, Anika Spillane, Petrosevic. Number 4, Bonnie Tilby, number 2, Sage Fritchley. Te Kau Mātahi, Lucy Tawharau Senth. Te Kau Mārima, Meg Simpson. Pera ia Barradine, Koetahi. Te tau te kau mā tahi ko te nuinga, te tau te kau mā rua me te kau mā toru hioi e tahi, tau te kau, tau kia koutou mā. It is our team there from Mowal. Bit of a mixed bag as well, players some year 10, 11, 12 and 13 involved in this playing squad here today in this tournament throughout this week. That'll be atu ki a Mowal. Whānau ki tauranga moana e mātakitaki mai ana, e tautoko mai ana ki tēnei o ngā tīma. Tēnei kōhine, e tū, i roto i tēnei whakataitai hei kanohi o te kurara. Kei ngā whānau o tēnā, tēnā rā tātou. Ki whakaruri ki ngā kēmu kua ākoro ke i ngā rātata nei. We've seen Mount Maunganui began the tournament on Monday morning with a 5-0 win against Avonside Girls High School. They then had another win, 2-0 against Rangitoto College. Yesterday morning saw them in a narrow defeat. They went down 1-0 to Sacred Heart Girls College. They bounced back yesterday afternoon with a 2-1 win over New Plymouth Girls High School, who we have just seen play earlier this morning. Ka huri naine, huri ki a Barradine College of the Sacred Heart. Te manawa tapu roto i a Remuera, Tāmaki Makaurau. Barradine started off with a win 2-0 against Queen Margaret on Monday morning. Monday afternoon saw them victorious 4-0 over Onehunga High School. They had a 2-2 draw with Otu Moitai College, who have no doubt played off against Maunganui throughout the season, and they had a 5-2 win yesterday over Wellington East Girls College, who we have just seen play this morning, and were 3-0 victorious over New Plymouth Girls High School. O reira kia koutou katoa, tērā hāpuri o tērā kura, ngā kaiako, ngā tauira, ngā whānau, tēnā rā koutou. Big mihi to everyone that has joined in on this broadcast, whether you have been with us this morning, in the days prior, or have just joined now. Nau mai, hoki mai, nau mai, haere mai. Ki tēnei pāpāhotanga. Welcome to this live and exclusive coverage here on Māori Active, Māori Plus, Whakaata Māori. Streaming live to you from Crown Park here in Taupō. As you can see, beautiful day. O ngā puke, kei tuara, a tāhua tēnei whenua te takiwā, me mihi hoki ki ngā iwi, ngā haukainga ngā ahi kā, tēnei o ngā takiwā kua, manaki, kei te manaki, I enei manuhiri. No ngā hau e whā, o te motu. Beautiful day here in Taupō, as it has been all week, and a big welcome to all of the teams, the players, the schools into this part of the country. Also for those of you tuning in from wherever you are watching, at home, at kura, at mahi, in the car, out and about, at a cafe, who knows where you are, but you are here also with us through this live stream, this live and exclusive programming here on Whakaata Māori. team on the ground here, been busy setting up earlier in the week to bring these pictures to you. Big mihi kia rātou anō hoki. As we see Baradine, i te ngana i te taha maui, well defended there. Kura no Mauao. You see Mauao i te kōkiri, i te taha matau. Nice play there from Maunganui. Tēnei wā, ka huri ngā whakaaro ki ngā koutou toko. Kia koutou, wā tukuna mai te pūtea ki tēnei kaupapa. Ngā huru i te manu nei. Thank you so much to all our sponsors involved in bringing these pictures to you, involved in support of local sport. Beginning with 2 Degrees, a mobile carrier here in Aotearoa. If you are looking to perhaps look at a different carrier, 2 Degrees are an option for people throughout Aotearoa. They have come up with a really cool initiative, e kaupapa tino pai. It's called the Support Her Club. Mehe mea ka haere koe ki tērā whārangi. 2degrees.nz. There's some information at their website there about the Support Her Club. Te pūtake o tēnei kaupapa. I ai ki te tauranga. Our young girls, unfortunately, are twice as likely to drop out of sport at the younger ages. So the team at 2 Degrees wanted to great play there, great corner, awesome, equally well defended. Ki te kōkiri tonu, ki te ngana tonu. A Maunganui. Team at 2 Degrees have put their support behind this initiative, as they understand that sport is more than a game. It builds confidence, resilience, lifelong skills and friendships. Sport is so worth it, and so is she. So head along to the 2 Degrees website, have a look. There are some clothes, some merchandise available. You see Baradine called offside. Number 2 Lima, there are some clothes available for purchase. All the information is there. So thank you to 2 Degrees for what you do for sport. Another one of our sponsors, New Zealand Carbon Farming. They work with landowners. In 2003 alone, they planted 9.5 million trees. They have 92 million trees under carbon management. 15 million of those are native trees. So reach out to the team at New Zealand Carbon Farming if there is an option for your whenua to be a part of that sort of mahi, those kaupapa. As we see here, a bit of a break in play. Just making sure te pai, kai tākorora. Often these times can be used for our teams to take stock. 15 minutes in, e wānanga pia, kai te haere. Koro ki a rātou, koro rātou ki a rātou anō, e pāna ki te timatanga o te kēmu nei. Me ngā miniti e tū mai nei. A good way, good chance for the teams just to catch a breather, have a bit of a chat, review what has happened so far in the game and what they are wanting to look at going forward. Ia ki te kaiwa wao, ki te pai haere tonu, ko kiri. Ka tērā, o ma. Taha mātau, te parirau, o maunganui. Wera te kōrero, o pia tauranga, te tauranga o ngā waka. Just a little bit of a kōrero about our two kura here. Barradine College of the Sacred Heart. A Catholic girls' high school situated in Rimuera in Auckland, Tamaki Makaurau, teaching girls from year 7 to year 13. They do have a maximum roll of 1,375 students plus approximately 70 international students and a teaching staff of over 85. Barradine is a school rich in history and tradition. The school was set up in 1909 by the Religious Society of the Sacred Heart. The Society of the Sacred Heart was founded by Mother Madeline Sophie Barrat. The ngako o te kura, the essence of Sacred Heart, education, ka jaki te tangata, te whakawhanaketanga anō te tangata, a deep concern for each person's total development. Spiritual, taha wairua, intellectual, tana te taha hinengaro, emotional, social, ai te honunga ki ngā hoa, cultural and physical. Their mission statement, prepared to make a difference with self-knowledge, energy and purpose through an outstanding education in the tradition of the site of the Society of the Sacred Heart. Reira kia koutou katoa, e miha tuanga kia koutou. Te tūwaki, te poari, whānau ngā mātua, ngā aponga, ngā kaimahi, ngā kaiako. To all of you from Barradine, as we see Barradine here down the left-hand side, weaving the way into the box. To all of you involved in the school, the teachers, the parents, the staff, the students, everybody that is a part of the Barradine community. Kia ora to all of you, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the week, watching here live. I'm sure some of you are watching live also here in Taupō. And on behalf of your school, I'm sure you'll be looking to try and get as far through the tournament as possible, potentially looking to do one better than last year. Whirinoni, te kura o Maunganui, looking now at Mount Maunganui College, just down the road from Mowal, the mountain there. Mount Maunganui College are focused on providing high quality education in a well-resourced and innovative environment. The staff ensure students engage in quality learning to support academic success and make certain that they are well equipped for the future. Students are encouraged to strive for personal excellence and reach high standards in all of their pursuits. The commitment and students. As we see a nice shot go in there from Barradine, well saved. Ke kai ka tipuhanga nā Maunganui. A commitment to the community and care for others is fostered among staff and students to develop well-rounded, socially aware young adults. Mā tō roro, mā tōku roro, ka oro ai te iwi. Together, as learners, we are inspired to grow. Kia koutou katoa tērā hāpori, o tērā kura, mo heo pai au ki te kura rā. Tēnā koutou, tō whakawhanake, whakatipu, I enei o ngā kōhime, e paenga, o te iwi, tērā takiwā o tauranga. Ngā kai ako, ngā whānau, ngā aponga, koutou katoa. As we see a great goal there from Barradine, me te hīkaka anō hoki, hīkaka rawa atu rātou. Whai muri I tērā kōra, just over the goalkeeper's head. Nice shot from distance as we see Barradine take the lead 1 over Maunganui. Ko te wero I nei, ko takoto te mānuka. Let's see how Maunganui react, respond. Often a goal like that can really lift a team. Whakapiki te ngā, te wairo o te tīma. See Barradine now coming through the middle, strong tackle. Ia ki te kai wawa, ki te pai tēnā. Back to a couple more of our sponsors here, Apollo Projects, e mihi nui ki ako tō. They are a commercial construction solutions team, a leading New Zealand commercial construction company with decades of experience delivering projects that support businesses and communities throughout Aotearoa. Right, kia koutou katoa, Apollo Projects. If you do need these sort of people, able to think outside of the box, work on big projects, reach out, have a look at their website, support them as they are supporting our rangatahi, our sports here in this tournament as in other tournaments. And they are Barradine, Kōkiri, Maui, left hand side of the pitch, looking to hopefully combine. Just a bit of a misunderstanding. But nice signs there, nice build up play. Sense there was space on the left hand side. And now Maunganui, Taupō cutting inside and a nice shot there. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky, nice save there. Pai tērā. Pai tērā, kiki pai hoki, tērā mahi. Hei ārai. Pai te kuru. Nice strong shot. Equally good save. Ominous signs here. As we see Inaine. E whanakoko. I te taha Māori. Te kura o Maunganui. And crossed into the box. The keepers come out. Well defended again. Meridine alert. Engari, e whana koko anō, tērā mea tuatahi, I haere I roto I te rohe whiu. That one, the first one, was drifted in there into the penalty area, into the goal box. Let's see if that is something that happens here. We do see two Wanganui players in close proximity to the ball. No, now they're going into the box. Looks like it will be delivered in as per the first one. They're firing it here. Kahono ki tōna hoa. As we see now. Nice ball drifted in off the... Oh, tēnō tata, okay, te haere tonu. Tēnō tata, almost a goal there. The ball just ricocheted. We saw the ball ricochet off the goal. Tērā, uhanga. Nice delivery. The goalkeeper was able to get a hand on it. And we did see the ball just scraped the crossbar. Yui. No change in score, despite it being very close. Kanaya mo well anō. E nana. Tataria, hoki mai te pōro. Ko hare te pōro ke wahu I te feed it up. Just waiting for the ball to come back into play. Just bounced over the fence there in the background. Wanganui set up now. Played out to the left hand side. Looking to combine. Wanganui, tamatau. Oh, unlucky there. Whai te whakaaro, I kitea. Nice thought there. Just trying to get it through, thread it through the Barradine defence. However, well anticipated, well cleared. As we see now, Barradine back and forth at the moment. Both teams keen to get the next goal. Important goal.
Get tight now, get tight! Otomo time! Pick up your player! Get tight! Tight!
Nice play here from Maunganui.
Good fella!
Maybe over here in the background.
Same again, Otomo time!
On the pitch behind us we have Utu Muitai playing Selwyn College in the other game this morning. Two teams from Te Rangamoana, Maunganui in this game, playing against Berardine, Utu Muitai, and the other pitch there, playing against Selwyn College. So both games have a team from Tauranga and a team from Auckland Tamaki Makaurau. Te hoki ki ngā koutou toko Bailey's New Zealand, another strong sponsor, and thank you to Bailey's. They have been in New Zealand as we see Berardine, and they have made it to the heart of Maunganui. Nice play, nice build up, and again calm execution. Pai tēnā, pai maratou, ioi. Inane 2-0, Berardine over Mount Maunganui. It's returning to Bailey's, who a lot of people will know their role in helping people buy and sell property here in New Zealand. It was a company founded in 1973 by Pam, Graham and John Bailey from their home in Pakuranga, South Auckland. However, it is now an enduring and well-respected New Zealand-owned and operated real estate business founded on family and community values. So if that is you, they have a saying on their website here. What makes Bailey's Bailey's? He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. It is the people, it is the people, it is the people. If that is you looking to buy or sell property, head down to your local Bailey's office, have a corridor, have a chat with them and see if they are able to help you with your property needs. Last sponsor here, Caltex New Zealand. Moio pai tiwi nei kia Caltex. They've been in New Zealand for a long time. They do have a cool thing, ko mā tuama. They have some benefits for members. They have a good deal for super card holders, super gold card holders, where they do receive 2 cents a litre off their petrol. If that is you, go along to Caltex and make sure you ask about that. They do have air points that you can get as part of your purchase with 6 cents off per litre every day. So there are some positives. When you do go to fill up your car, obviously you go on a journey here, haerenga ki tētahi wāhi kia engari, tētahi mahi, ka whakaki, I tō ake waka, I te hinu, te pini hinu. For those of you that might be thinking about making your way to Taupō to come and watch live, before you do, if you are going to drive, head into your local Caltex, fill up the car, maybe grab some kai, make your way to Taupō here. And approaching the golden period, the last 5 minutes of each half, where we've seen in the majority of games, except for this morning's, actually there were this morning, every game we have seen a goal scored in the last 5 minutes of either half, the first half or the second. Ka pērā no, I tēnei kēmu, taku nei kite ai. I'm going to go out and say I do think there'll be a goal scored between now and half time. I was wrong this morning. I did say in our first game that I did not think there would be another goal. However, there was. And that was me putting my hand up saying I was wrong, as we all need to do from time to time. However, we'll see in this game if it will be the same. Again, I do think, on the record, ko taku mana, that there will be another goal before we hear the sound of the half-time whistle from the referee in the middle. E mihi hoki kia koutou te hunga kaiwa wao. Ko koutou he mahi nui tā koutou. Hei whakahaumarui ngā kai tā koro. Hei ārai i ngā kanga pēr nā ngā kai tautoko I te taho te whira, engari tēnei whakataitai nei kāre I tino ki te rā ahuatanga. Big thank you to the referees for keeping our players safe, for ensuring the games flow, and as we have alluded to in earlier games, and again an example here where all the games have been carried out with great spirit. Competitive, yes. Respect, yes. Understanding the wider picture, that it is a game and that all players are trying to do their best, absolutely. As we see, he whanakoko I nai nei te taha matau o Berardine. Te whao, ko te whainga, ka huri pia, hei kōrā. Well defended there from Maunganui. The ball swung in to the near post of Maunganui. However, I mahi tahi te kai kati uhanga me tētahi kai ārai. The goalkeeper and the defender worked well together to diffuse the potential threat there from the corner. Engari, he mea anoi nai nei. Another corner now looking to be swung in. Again from Berardine, and that one a little bit too much whip, too much bend. And we see as the clock counts down in this first half. 2.5 minutes. E toi ana. As a reminder, we are into playoff football territory. We have completed all of the round robin games, and now what we are seeing is the teams that are playing off. These two teams, the winner will go forward to the quarterfinal, which will be played tomorrow. This afternoon, most of the teams, if not all the teams, will get to have a well-deserved break, and they will be back tomorrow for the next round, and also Friday. We've got 2 more days ahead. E rua ngā rā e toi ana. Reira, koutou mā, hoki mai, mā taki maki mai. Tautoko mai e nei, kohine. A tātou. See now Maunganui trying to get something before the break. Nice skills. Can we get a finish here? Nice shot there. And we have. What a goal. Lovely goal there. Endeavour has paid off. Nice skill on the left hand side. And a shot that wouldn't look out of place in any league around the world. Into the far right corner of the net. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about that one. And fortunately for me, my prediction has come true. Again, it has come true. They did score again in what we have now coined the golden period, last 5 minutes of each half. Exciting end to this half, which has been a fitting way to potentially end the first half, which has been a very exciting game to watch so far. Engari, ako nei, te wā whakatā, e paku whakatā, te mahi, he kōrero, he wānanga, he hanga mea pai, he hanga mea ka whakapakari, hei a te wāhanga tuarua. Now we have it. The referees have said it is now half time. The teams will regroup, they will get some water on board, and they will be ready to go as we return for the second half.
Ariki ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
At Apollo Projects, we create better outcomes because we never make any assumptions. Like this sports facility. The client sent out their brief. And when it came to the 4 submissions, we impressed the client with a proposal that went over and above. Because we'd done things differently. We'd pulled together a team of experts, looked around the world for inspiration, and exceeded the client brief. We even brought it in on budget by reducing fees and prioritising function over form. At Apollo, we're more innovative, create specialist project teams, deliver on our promises, and build to the budget. Apollo Projects. No assumptions, better outcomes.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
And go! Just fill up at a participating Caltex, stack your pump discounts, and you could collect more savings on your next visit. Oh, there's another one. Getting quite good at this. Filling and saving. Feels good.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Girls are twice as likely to drop out of sport. That's why 2 Degrees is committed to fighting for fair for women and girls in sport at every level. Get your Support Her merch and keep her in the game.
Kia ora no tātou, nau mai hoki mai, ki tēnei pāpāhotanga whakaata Māori. Pai rawa atu tērā wāhanga tuatahi. Hua no anei anō, nā kai tākoro. E ngana nei ko kiriana. Ki te puta, i o rātou ihu. Welcome back to one and all as we tune in for the second half of what was a very exciting first half, culminating in a goal from Mount Maunganui, Te Kura Tuarua, Maunganui, Mount College. And we see the score after two lovely goals from Berardine. 2-1 to Berardine. Later, go Taupō. As they say, buckle up. It's going to be an exciting second half here. As we have Maunganui, for those who have just joined us, in their red against Berardine. Tāmaki Makaurau playing in their white. As a reminder, due to the nature of the playoff system for this tournament, the halves have been extended from 30 minutes as we saw yesterday and Monday. They are now 40 minutes. So 10 minutes longer each half. More chance for our athletes here, our players, to spend time playing, to hopefully, from their points of view, score goals, create opportunities for their teammates and for themselves. Nui tēnei wā anei he whana koko i te taha matau. Maunganui, right-footed corner here from the right-hand side. E tatari ana o na hoa I roto I te rohe few. Floated in here. Bit of a collision and bouncing around into the box. Nice contact. Pai te kuru, kaha te kuru. Hioi I te taha. Nice shot there. Nice attitude. Bit of collision. I roto I tērā rohe few. Bit of contact in the goal box there in the penalty area. We are not by katoa rātou, everyone's okay, part of the game. As we see there, short goal kick. Maunganui, ki te hoi, putting the pressure on there. Seeing what they can get as we see. Well defended there, Berardine. And they Te tahi o ngā kauaro no Berardine tō atu I tohu atu ki tōna hoa ana kei tua, put the hand up just to let her teammate know she was looking to play the ball through. It was Shina Maunganui with their opportunity. Well defended, well intercepted. Tēnā kai ārai no Berardine. Mā mate ki te I tēnei timatanga o tēnei wāhanga tuarua. Kua āhua, ka wā kia whakanui. A wāhanga I Wainganui ngā āputa I Wainganui. Ia kai tākoro. Koe rā pia tētahi rautaki. Mai nei kai tākoro hei whai I tēnei wāhanga o tēnei kēmu. We see a shot going in from Maunganui from distance. Well collected. just seeing the space appears to have opened up in the beginning of the second half. Perhaps that is a strategy from our coaches, from our players to stretch the pitch in a bid to provide more space, more opportunities for our players when we are attacking, when the ball is in possession of one team. He ua ki te ratu tīma. If they are spread, obviously having spread in possession of the football makes it difficult for the defensive team. Vice versa, when an attacking team is compact, it is easier for the defensive team, as there is not as much ground to cover. No reira, tērā pia ko wānanga ngā kaiako, ko wānanga anō ki ngā kaitākaro. I tēnei wāhanga, i te kēmu nei, ka whakawhānuitia, ka orahia, ka are, ngā kaitākaro, ki te rārangi i te taha matau, ki te rārangi i te taha maui, hei whakanui i te wāhanga tākaro. Perhaps it is something that was discussed at half time, where the players have said, look, let's stretch the opposition in consultation with their coaches. No doubt, let's stretch the opposition, let's make the pitch seem bigger so we have more space to play. So again, a big mihi to all of the supporters of both of these kura. Mount College, Te Kura Tuarua Mauwau, Barradine, if you are tuning in and supporting. Irrespective of which side you are on, welcome to you all. Awesome to have you join us, awesome to have you supporting our players here today. Live here on Māori Plus, Māori Active, Whakaata Māori. Ko whakatūngia te kaiwa wau i te taha. Ana haki, just a sign there looking for a substitution. As we've alluded to earlier, as the game goes on, no doubt players and coaches will have a plan in place to bring in some fresh legs, some new players. As the 4 games yesterday, this one being the 5th today, may take its toll in terms of fatigue, injury perhaps. Engari, te ahua nei, e te pai tonu rātou katoa, wera te pai no te rangatahi. Looking at it, all the players look fresh, they're obviously fit, they have been training throughout their season, no doubt also in the off season, for moments such as these, wanting to progress as far as they can through into this whakataitai tēnei tōna mana, this tournament. Kei a maunga nui te mani nai nei. All just bubbled there on the roof. O te krapu, ke te rātu taha o te whira. Wā, me he mea, ka kiki te pōro, ki ngā rangi tūhāhā, ua te kite, nā te kaha o tamanui te rā, e whiti mai ana, i runga ki e nei, kai tākoro, ti rā, tirunga ki a tātou te Taupō nui a tia. Ngari, ko tāku, pai ake te mahana i te makariri no reira, tamanui nau mai, e noho mai, nei, ka rongo tātou i o hihi o tēnei wiki katoa. We see Maunganui now looking to spread, taking time, as we've discussed. There we go, looking to spread the defensive unit of Barradine in a bid to find space to perhaps get a one-on-one, a two-on-one matchup in their favour. As we see again, they're right on the touchline on that far right-hand side, well defended from Barradine. Maunganui clearly making the pitch big, spreading their players out. We see here Barradine with an opportunity, engari kaha hoki, tērā mahi te kai ārai. Koe te kāpene o tēnei waka o Maunganui. Kia reo i te ki mā tātou o te kiti murānei. A koutou tērā e whakatau. Engari, kia koutou katoa, nā mā tā waka. Nau mai, hoki mai ki tēnei āpāhotanga whakaata Māori i tēnei rā. Wherever you are watching from home, wherever you are watching, welcome. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast. Special opportunity to see live and exclusive. Our girls here competing on the national stage for the national tournament here in Taupō. As we see Maunganui now, foraging run through the middle. Engari ko hoki whakamuri. Nice opportunity there, nice build-up play from Maunganui. Strong run into the middle. I hoa tu te pōro ki tōna hoa. Ka tahia, ka kuru, e kuru roa, e kuru nui. Engari, i te tā, kē o te uhanga, reira ka noho tonu. Ngā piro, i rua ki a Barradine, ko tahi ki a Maunganui.
Come on, girls, it's going short.
We see Maunganui. We've started well in the second half. Come out with a clear intent to stretch Barradine to hold position. After Barradine went into the break 2-1. See now Maunganui spring down the right hand side. Nice defensive work. Unlucky there. Just unable to link up. But well defended, well organised there by Barradine. Tira toko mahanga kai tākoro I Maunganui o te whira. Lots of players there, congested in the middle. Kāre kore ki te kōrero ngā kai a koki a rātou. Kaia te pōro ki te taha. There we see a nice shot there from the right hand side. Berardine again imposing a threat. Well collected. And we see Maunganui. E kiki. Tei rau atu ki ngā rangi tūhaha no. Nice build-up play here. Berardine just waiting, taking their time. Another substitution. Need some fresh legs. Kapiki te ngā. I te wairua. Te kaha o te tīmana. Te kaharongo I ngā kōrero, I wairua, I ngā kaitākoro. Listening nice and close here, we can hear the strong communication skills coming from both teams, talking through, marking a player, talking through left, right, helping the teammates in mea nui tēnā. Te kōrero. Tohu, te whakahaupea. And all the information you can give to teammates really does help. With the way that football is and the 360 awareness definitely helps when you have teammates who are willing to help with information. There's a player on your left, there's someone behind you, pass to my right, pass to my left. These little cues in a pupu, aki can really help our kaitākaro. Tētai mea pai ki ai, me ka mātaki, te tangata e tahi o ngā kēmu no tā wāhi. Tino kaha, aua tīmei tērā taha, whakaari ne. Mea ka pā tētahi, ka kiki tētahi rānei, te waiwai o tētai atu. Anō nei, ko mate te tangatara. Ka tatatangi, ka huri rungi te papa. Ka karanga. Ka inui ki te kaiwawao. I o enei, ko hine, kaha. Ka harawa atu, ka rei pēnā. As we see now, Berardine down the left-hand side. He maka pai taha, a throw in here. He have te rautaki, here down the line. Unfortunately, just unable to link up with the teammate. Taupō tonu I aua kōrero, still listening to the chat that's going on between the players, helping each other. Hey, maumahara I te iwi. There is an upcoming game for the football ferns. They are playing one of the top ranked teams in the world in America, the US women's national team. That game is coming live at the end of October. So make sure that if you are available, tune in to support our national team. That game will be taking place in Kansas City, Kia Amerika, on Thursday the 30th of October. However, for us here in Aotearoa, that will be Wednesday the 29th of October, screened live on FIFA Plus at 7 PM. So if you are available, tune in and support our Ford football firms as they take on the team from the United States.
Stand your ground, stay tight.
You look here, Ranganui just with an opportunity, unfortunately unable to convert that into a goal. However, as we had alluded to earlier, ominous signs.
Pick up your player. Pick up your player.
He whanakoko I te taha maui. Another corner kick here as we see Baradine set up for a defensive clearance perhaps. Te wā ka pēra te tangata poto, te tīma katoa, ka pā te pōru I aia. Pēra I au. See Baradine now. Ko whakatūnia. Te haki, te kaiwa wau I tēnei taha. Can often see in football games around the world, I'm not going to name countries or players, however, we have seen and we can also we will continue to see sometimes when players come into contact with a player from the opposition. There can be theatrics, there can be what may be deemed as acting pleas to the referee. However, we don't really see that as much here in Aotearoa. E tohu tērā, te kaha o a tātou rangatahi, a sign there of the strength and also the heart of our rangatahi. That is not a big part of our game here. However, I guess also when we look back to our history here in Aotearoa, we've never really been a people to overcook things, to ham things up perhaps. We do play hard, however usually we do play fair, and it is obviously reflected well here this week, and also the physical strength of our players here. And there will Yui. As this is a playoff game, if the score is tied at the end of regulation time, we will go to a penalty shootout. There does need to be an outcome here in this game. However, as it sits, as it stands, I nai nei, me he mea, ka pēnei, a te wā whakamutunga, ko puta ke, a Beradine, i tō rātu ishu. Maunganui now, trying to conjure something. No doubt, desperate to get one goal back. Beradine just as desperate to prevent that, or perhaps get their own goal instead. Nui te tahamatau. Kei te tohe, ngā kai tākaro. Hit her, our ball. Engari, ko te kai whakawao koia, te mea ke, ka whakatau. He aha te aha. And we see now a goal kick here for Beradine. When the ball is bobbling around, difficult at times to control. However, they've done a good job to try and get that back down to the ground. Maake. Rungi te papa. Just trying to get the ball back under control. Here we have it. Nui. As we approach the last 10 minutes. Miniti whakamutuna. Nā kua hanga I tērā rārangi ārai. See the player to the left here raising the hands. Look, I'm here, I'm available. But Berardine has sensed that and the ball goes into the box. Ooh, pai tēnā. Just to the side of the goal. Ka harongo I tērā kōrero tautoko, go Barra, go Barra. From our supporters here on the sideline. Awesome to have the support here in person. As it stands, Barra will be happy, Berardine. Looking to go through the heart of the defence, which is often difficult, and well collected by Berardine. Berardine, he did the hamato, right hand side, and being turned over there. This is our last game brought live today. However, our Taupō, hoki mai anō, there'll be more games tomorrow as we continue into the playoff round. All the teams do continue to play because we do have playoffs all the way from first place to the end. So tomorrow, our Taupō, more games tomorrow, more games also on Friday. As we see Maunganui with an effort from a long way out, well collected there from Berardine. E mea ko te wā whakatā ki te kura. Might be lunchtime at school. Perhaps some of the students tuning in to support here. If that is you, welcome. We haven't seen yet no penalty shootouts as part of our coverage for this tournament. Ko tēnei pia. Wā tuatahi if Maunganui are able to get one back in the next 5 minutes, which, as we have alluded to, I have alluded to repeatedly throughout this week, the golden period for goals. Ngā kēmu ina nahi I te mane I tēnei ata nohoki. I have put my 2 cents in. I have said whether I do think or I don't think there will be a goal in the last 5 minutes of each half today. I'm going to say there will. I think between now and the end of the game there will be a goal. So let's see if I am correct or if, like this morning, I am actually incorrect. Engari, nei a maua I nānei Maunganui, a corner I whanakoko I te taha mātou from the right hand side. Floated into the box here and just unable to connect. Tata, te whai hononga, tōna ki hoa engari. Pai tērā, Paradine will be happy with the outcome of that corner. They will be looking to stay solid, compact. They will be looking to wind the clock down and take, hopefully, this lead all the way through to the culmination of this game.
Get tight now, Otomo tight. Tight on the player. Stand your ground.
Often in these sorts of moments, in the last minutes, if you are in a position like Paradine are defending a lead, there may be a strategy from the coach to condense, to compact the defensive structure. We do have a saying, te reo ki te ao Māori, whakapuputia, mai o manuka kia kore ai e whati, which does translate to cluster the manuka branches so that they will not break, which can be used in this context tēnei horopaki, where, and we just see there, that's it, a great goal from Paradine. I was just talking about Paradine bringing their defensive formation close. However, they have gone on attack. They have scored a goal, which now puts Paradine 3 in the lead against Maunganui 1. And not wanting to brag, however, I did predict that there would be another goal in this game. And indeed there has been. Ko te pātai nainei, ka kōrā no tētahi, will there be another one? Ka re rānei. I'm sure Paradine will be looking to get the ball out of this area of the field. Maunganui wanted to get a quick goal back in order to see if there is a way they can get themselves back into this competition. Engari ki te terepau haere te wā. We do have only around a minute and a half left. Reira mihi mea, ka pēna, ka tere, te kōra o Maunganui, if they are able to score a goal quickly, who knows what will happen. A great piece of individual play there from Barra. Last year, as we mentioned earlier, they were the runners-up in this tournament. Will no doubt be looking to progress. With a minute to go in this game today, no doubt this afternoon both teams will rest up, regardless of the result here. Both teams will rest up, rehabilitate, replenish the body, refuel, and be back again tomorrow, as we will also be back again tomorrow live here on Whakaata Māori, Māori Plus, Māori Active, bringing games every day to you live from Taupō, Tia. To you, wherever you may be, watching, wherever you have tuned in. Come back tomorrow, support our players, support our kura, and see if I can get another prediction of what we have coined the golden period. Tomorrow, that is it for today. Ka nui tēnā, e mihana ki a koutou katoa. Kua hono mai, tēnei o ngā pāpāhotanga. Paradine have done it today. They have done their job. They have progressed through to the quarter final. We will see you again. A popo.
Ariki ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
At Apollo Projects, we create better outcomes because we never make any assumptions. Like this sports facility. The client sent out their brief. And when it came to the 4 submissions, we impressed the client with a proposal that went over and above. Because we'd done things differently. We'd pulled together a team of experts, looked around the world for inspiration, and exceeded the client brief. We even brought it in on budget by reducing fees and prioritising function over form. At Apollo, we're more innovative, create specialist project teams, deliver on our promises, and build to the budget. Apollo Projects. No assumptions, better outcomes.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
And go! Just fill up at a participating Caltex, stack your pump discounts, and you could collect more savings on your next visit. Oh, there's another one. Getting quite good at this. Filling and saving. Feels good.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Girls are twice as likely to drop out of sport. That's why 2 Degrees is committed to fighting for fair for women and girls in sport at every level. Get your Support Her merch and keep her in the game.
ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
At Apollo Projects, we create better outcomes because we never make any assumptions. Like this sports facility. The client sent out their brief. And when it came to the 4 submissions, we impressed the client with a proposal that went over and above. Because we'd done things differently. We'd pulled together a team of experts, looked around the world for inspiration, and exceeded the client brief. We even brought it in on budget by reducing fees and prioritising function over form. At Apollo, we're more innovative, create specialist project teams, deliver on our promises, and build to the budget. Apollo Projects. No assumptions, better outcomes.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
And go! Just fill up at a participating Caltex, stack your pump discounts,